Hey folks, welcome back to my beauty room. I realize the last several videos have been all filmed in front of my computer, but I like it down there. But tonight I'm filming up here because A, I haven't in a while, and B, Josh is currently playing World of Warcraft with his guild, and they are doing a dungeon raid, a boss raid. They're raiding. He's playing WoW. I thought about going back a little bit to my roots, as in a series of videos I made a few years back, that I started at least a few years back, Makeup Archives, and I was just falling down this rabbit hole of internet lore of yesteryear, as in 2013. I don't know what got me down this rabbit hole of old YouTube. I remember what it was. I was watching a Strange Eons video about Rebecca Black and Arc Music Factory, and then I was just reminded of those years, and I was like, whatever happened to 2013? And I thought maybe it could be kind of fun to revisit the whole kind of nostalgic aspect, but sometimes talk about makeup, sometimes talk about internet stuff. Just talking about years of the past that maybe a lot of you were not here for, maybe that I was here for, because I have been here for, realistically, I've been making videos since 2010, but on this channel, it's been since 2012. So I found this article on Glamour, and it had a full list of 2013 makeup trends that some of them I remember, and some of them I'm like, did you just make this up? I don't remember. What I'm gonna do is I will talk about them and find any clips or photos of myself where I am partaking in said trend, because there's at least a couple on here where I know off the top of my head, and I'm like, yeah, no, I did that. I definitely did that one. Oh no, why did I do that? Also, my voice is a little bit hoarse because Josh had a cold last week, so I'm probably catching a little bit of it, but I feel fine. I just have a very Phoebe Buffay smelly cat voice right now, which I don't mind, honestly. I kind of like it. Today's video is sponsored by GladSkin. Now, I've actually been using GladSkin products for a little while now, and I was sent a handful of products from their line, and it is a new category of skin treatment made for people of all ages for eczema-prone, acne-prone, and rosacea-prone skin. So for me, with my eczematic skin, for my sensitive skin, this has been perfect, and I'll just show you a quick selection of the products that I've been using. I really like their body wash, by the way. It comes with a pump, and I love it. They're all made with colloidal oatmeal, which has a really nice kind of natural kind of smell. These are unscented. I've always had eczema my whole life, and I've always had a hard time finding products that actually don't irritate my skin. It's a struggle. It's a common struggle that I have. They have a makeup remover that I will be showing you at the latter half of this video. They have an eczema cream. I'll actually put some on right now because I'm a little bit dry. It's a really nice kind of thick cream, and then I just rub it on. It's very light. It doesn't really smell like much of anything, but it's very light. It doesn't irritate my skin. It's not oily either. It's been very cold here, and we had a really cold Christmas, and my skin has really been feeling it. I've had a lot of cracked areas on my hands. This one patch of eczema that's gotten a little bit better recently, that has just been itching away, and it hasn't been happy. It hasn't been happy lately. So with skin conditions like eczema and rosacea, inflammatory skin conditions are often driven by disruptions and problems within the bacterial environment living on your skin, and GladSkin actually specifically works to target that imbalance in your skin's microbiome. But unlike other skincare brands and prescription medications, which I have taken plenty of prescription medications for my skin, GladSkin actually uses MicroBalance, a revolutionary smart protein that actually balances those good and bad bacteria. So often, at least with eczema, for me, a lot of times I've had to resort to steroids, and I've used steroids on and off, again, my whole life. But after a while, steroids can thin your skin. Steroids are not the greatest for long-term use. I've had to use them because of really intense health conditions back when I was younger. So with the combination of the MicroBalance and the colloidal oatmeal, it's really great for calming down your skin. And in 91% of users, children and adults who use that eczema cream, they reported significant improvement after 7 days. We love stats. We love statistics. I highly recommend you guys go check out their site, check out what they have. So start your journey to stronger and healthier skin today with Gladskin. That's gladskin.com/Abby for 15% off your order plus free shipping. gladskin.com/Abby. Thank you so much to Gladskin for sponsoring today's video. Definitely go check out the links down below. You get 15% off. We love this. We love a discount. Let me know what you think, and let's get back to 2013, I guess. But let's talk about some makeup history. Let's just talk about some trends, some makeup trends and things. I guess beauty trends of 2013, according to glamour.com, which this was written and published December 20th of 2013. Wow, what a time. I don't even remember what was happening in 2013. Well, we're going to find out. First, bright orange lips. Now, I did own this one Hayley Williams lipstick called Sounds Like Noise from MAC. It was a collaboration they did, and it was this bright kind of yellowy orange, and I got rid of it several years back, but that, I believe, was right around this time. People were digging on the hot orange, hot coral lipstick. If you look back in like the early days of makeup YouTube, like hot colored lipstick was all the rage back then. Everybody was wanting the brightest lipsticks. And the brightest of oranges is no different. Candy Yum Yum. Do you guys ever remember Candy Yum Yum? Do I still have it? No, I don't know. I had it. I didn't like it, but I bought it because everybody bought it, you know? It's like, they're gonna have the brightest lipstick. I want to have the brightest lipstick too. And I had a bright orange. I did. Next, retro 1940s inspired waves, and they have a photo of Amanda Seyfried. I think I had short hair. in 2013 because I cut my hair. I had a pixie. Yes, I did. I was growing it out. Wow, short was my. I think I had like a short little bob in 2013 because I had my pixie cut in 2012 and then I grew it out during 2012 because I went to VidCon. Yeah, I had short hair. So the whole like rolled inspired waves was not really a thing that I was doing, but I do remember that there was this one video that I remember that went viral, and this was like, again, early makeup YouTube, like 360p 4x3 filming in front of your like little MacBook Pro, the shittiest of lighting. But there was this hair tutorial that I remember that was taking a headband and twisting your hair around it and getting these kind of like retro looking waves. And I was like, I think that was right around that time too. Like, I guess the kind of retro wave, everything was kind of retro at the time. Like ModCloth was all the rage, and that whole kind of very twee kind of 50s retro kind of thing was very in. If you look at photos of me from 2012, 2013, 2014, I feel like I looked older then than I do now because of the way that I dressed. And this definitely fit that kind of vibe. Maybe not for me, but in general. Next, textured nail effects. Okay, the only textured nail effect I want is glitter in my nails. But back then, there were all kinds of weird nail trends that were like the big giant flaky things or crackle nails or any kind of weird texture. I'm like, are we just turning our nails into fidget toys for us just to like fidget with? That's what falsies are for. That's why I wear fake nails. But back then, textured nails, crackle nails will forever live in my brain, and I wish I hated them. At the time, I liked them, but I feel like everybody kind of had weird taste in makeup and stuff. And at the time, we all thought it was really cool. And now it's just 10 years later, and I'm like, what was I doing? Why did I do that with my nails? They looked weird. I don't know. But yeah, textured nail effects. Concrete, sand, sprinkles, beads. Brands got really creative this year in the world of nail art. Regardless of whether it was worn on all fingers or as an accent. Textured polish was by far the easiest way to spice up or refresh a manicure. Sure, I guess. Okay. Looking at yearly lists of trends, it's so funny because you'll see the same trend in some different verbiage just pop up every single year. So like this was the no makeup, which last year would have been the clean girl makeup. And now I see this stupid term going around like the vanilla girl makeup, and it's like, let's not. let's not, okay? And no makeup was definitely a thing. You had people who were wearing very, very little makeup, or people who were wearing like the cattiest of cat eyes, the brightest of lips, and MAC Soft and Gentle on their cheekbones. It was pretty much makeup at the time. It was either that or no makeup. and just bronzer mostly. But that, I mean, I guess it's a trend every year. It literally comes back every single year, but under a different name, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. But next was ponytails. I don't know whether they were high or low, loose or sleek, braided or unraveled, or even accessorized. Classic ponytails got an update this year. Selena Gomez's voluminous version is a great example of how to make a pony look flattering. A little teasing never hurt anybody. This was the most 2013 hairstyle, oh my god. Like, teased big ponytails. Like, I've teased my hair to make my hair bigger when it's in its like kind of most layery form to give it much more of a shag look, but teased ponytails. We used to want the biggest hair, like the biggest of hair, putting bump its in it, putting like a gajillion bobby pins, so much volume. And I love that like the trend is ponytails. Like, okay, it's kind of a utilitarian hairstyle, but go off, I guess. It's like, yeah, this thing that everybody has to do at one point in their life if they have hair longer than shoulder length to get it out of their face. It's a trend, okay? Like, most kids had the trendiest hairstyles. Ponytails. This one, oh boy, this one makes me laugh. Bold eyebrows. Did that ever go away? Did that really ever go away? Like bold eyebrows? I feel like in the last few years, bold eyebrows have like fallen out of fashion. We're getting back to the thin brows, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm much more of a fan of like natural looking brows, but maybe not like over plucked or over tweezed. But bold brows were coming back. This might have been like the year of like Cara Delevingne and Lily Collins. I literally, oh my god, I didn't even read this paragraph.
Long gone are the days of overplucking. We said it last year and we're saying it again. Bold, bushy brows are here to stay.
Take a cue from stars like Lily Collins and Cara Delevingne who keep their brows natural. If you're letting yours grow, invest in a spoolie and brow powder to maintain and give the illusion of fuller brows. Yeah, this was a good trend, and this was one that stuck around for a very long time. They got very groomed for a while. Like 2016 brows are very much like just like the sharpest, most concealer, like honest. I think of the 2016 is like the dip brows. These were pre-dip brow hitting its peak. So these were still pretty natural, and I liked these. These were pretty. Oh, this one's funny. Next is pastel hair color. Yeah. Oh, this was the most Tumblr. The 2013 through 2016 was like peak Tumblr time. Remember Tumblr? It's still around, but you guys remember when like everybody was on Tumblr? Like I love watching Strange Eon's videos about like Tumblr subcultures because it brings me back to a time that maybe I wasn't even there for, and I'm like, what was this before I got here? Pastel hair color, the whole like indie girl aesthetic, like very washed out short shorts, oversized tees tucked in, and like ratty pastel hair that's just like really long and straight and just kind of bleached, but then it's just got like a little bit of pink in it. Like that was peak Tumblr. I did end up having pastel hair. The only time I got pastel hair was when I had purple hair. The second time I got it dyed, and I remember after I did it, I was like, I am never getting pastel hair again because it washes out so fast. And then I never got pastel hair again. So now my hair is just this kind of like greenish hue in the front, but I don't mind it. I like it. I like the length that I have right now though. Pastel hair though. Did you guys ever have pastel hair? Was that a thing that you partook in? Pastel hair? Next, this was one I'm very sure that I partook in. Burgundy eyeshadow. I believe one of the first videos on this channel is literally a MAC haul, which was just me talking about like 2 products that I bought from a particular MAC collection. And one of them was like a burgundy eyeshadow duo, and I was obsessed with it. I might do a look with these. We could do that, and I'll use this because I like fall colors. And I was thinking of doing like a fall leaves thing, even though we don't really get that many leaves around here because I live in the evergreen state. I did red eyeshadow before red eyeshadow like really like hit it big. Like this was pre-modern Renaissance, I think. Yes, pre-modern Renaissance. So the darkest of dark, I had this like Chanel cream thing that was like a cream to powder finish that was a burgundy. It was beautiful, but it was very expensive. I don't know why I ever bought it, to be honest. It was like $30. It was burgundy. I loved burgundy eyeshadow. And at the time, I actually had burgundy hair. I'm pretty positive that my hair was like red, which I will never do again. I feel like that's one of the hair colors that worked for a minute and worked with a very particular style that I had at the time, but like I never want to go red again because it takes forever to get out. It never really fades perfectly out, and then my natural hair looks gray underneath it, so never doing red again. But burgundy eyeshadow, hell yes. I still love doing burgundy eyeshadow. I haven't done it in a while though. I need to follow an old makeup tutorial one of these days. Next, oh, the dramatic short haircut. They have a picture of Jennifer Lawrence here. This year I was growing out my haircut, but I do remember that this was a year where a lot of people were going for like the crops and the pixies. I believe Anne Hathaway might have done it around this time too, but just everybody was giving themselves the shortest pixie cuts and the coolest styles, and I loved them, honestly. I feel like everybody at some point in their life should have short hair, whether it's a pixie cut, whether it's a short little bob, whether it's a buzz cut. I think everybody should do short hair at least once in their life, because I feel like it's a very different experience from having long hair, both from like a cleanliness and hygiene standpoint and also just from like personal style. Like my style changed a bit when I cut my hair short, and it was a new feeling. It was like a new era of Abigail. Short hair Abigail. I don't know if I'll do short hair for a while. I might do it again at some point in the future, but for now, I'm liking this kind of mullety shag. The next one is blue accents, which again is one of those things that I feel like come back every 2 or 3 years, where it's like, oh, here's the new blue things. But this is a swipe of blue across the lid is the easiest and quite possibly the chicest makeup upgrade. We spotted the look on models at the fall Cocoon. I don't know. Glitter and blue eyeshadow. I don't pay attention to Fashion Week, so I don't really know how that would have played into in the fashion shows and with like models and stuff. I don't know. But I mean, YouTube makeup was a very different thing than like fashion makeup, but there might have been. I mean, like smoky eyes were all the thing, like bluey grays. Bluey grays were also still kind of big. Like bluey grays were still like around, but like the burgundy was kind of coming in and overtaking, like the warm tones were on their way in. I still wear blue eyeshadow. There was a period where like nobody wanted to wear cool eyeshadow. Everybody wanted warm eyeshadow from like 2016 to 2018. No one wanted cool toned eyeshadow. These next two are just like the most vague minimalist nails.
Okay.
I love when fashion and beauty magazines talk about trends, where it's just like the trend is that you don't do anything to it. These technically are like put on like a nude nail polish. Don't get acrylics. Don't have them be long. Be very like short and chic and inconspicuous metallic tipped nails. Oh, that's kind of cool. But something that's very subtle. It is funny that it was both ends of the spectrum, this very subtle nail look, and then also like textured nails with accent nails and like stuff and beads and things on top of it. So there was both sides of the nail spectrum in 2013. For sure. Off-duty model hair. I hate that phrase. It's just like beach swept, wind swept, perfectly messy hair, okay? Like literally the description is, what was it about that effortless, easy-looking model hair that was so appealing this year? Copy the look using dry shampoo to fluff off the roots, sea salt spray to tousle, and a flat iron to polish the ends. I definitely had a sea salt spray. I had the it was blue. The bottle was like a dark blue. Beach waves were definitely like a thing, kind of overly styled beach waves at times. I remember seeing like hair tutorials of people like doing a tutorial for like beachy model hair, and it's like, just put some in it and you let it dry. You like scrunch it up with your like hair tutorials were so funny at the time. I never really watched that many of them. The only time I really watched hair tutorials is if I was watching them for like ASMR purposes, because like low key, those videos of people doing like intricate braiding and stuff, I honestly feel like I got into ASMR because I was watching makeup tutorials and I was like, this is really relaxing. I've seen this tutorial 7 times, but I'm gonna watch it again. ASMR, baby. ASMR. And then, last but not least, the new cat eye. Goodbye eye pencils. Models at Anna Sui sported the inky cat eyes this fall, inspiring us to reach a whole new type of product when doing ours. Liquids, gels, and kohls were popular, not only for their super pigmented formulas, but also for their long-lasting wear. So giant cat eyes. Cat eyes, again, things that kind of come in and out of fashion very quickly. People go from wanting to do very like full glam cat eye winged out shadow to more like smudgy smoky stuff to more minimalist stuff to more like just glitter and like a wash of color over the eye with like no liner. But 2013 was definitely all about like boldness, and then the one little bit about freaking no makeup. It was both ends of the spectrum. There wasn't a lot of middle ground with makeup in 2013. If you watch old makeup tutorials, like people were either going like all out with things, like the most intense tutorials, or they were doing like no makeup, beautiful model, perfect skin makeup. Like it was one of the two. Yeah, this was a fun little walk down memory lane. I feel like doing more videos about like different genres of like pop culture history. So like YouTube things, movies, TV shows, other things in like particular years and doing these little like kind of walk down memory lane type videos. But this was fun. This was fun and light and chill. I hope you guys enjoyed this. For today's song of the day, let's see. Actually, I was listening to a friend's band of mine that I haven't seen in several years, and they haven't really put out new music much lately. But the band Hawking, some buddies of mine out of Canada, their last like full-length record came out in like 2017 or 2018 called Diverge. And I was listening to a whole record on the way home because I felt like screaming, even though my voice was already kind of going. But I'm like, I'll just make it more raspy. It's fine. But Broken Glass from Hawking is your song of the day. It is like very mathy, fast, kind of emo kind of vibes. Broken Glass from Hawking is your song of the day. If you guys would like to follow me on any of my other social media, my Instagram and my Twitter are both Abers07, and then my TikTok and my Twitch are Abers without the 07. So if you want to hang out with me there, I have a good time, especially on Twitch. It's really fun. I've been on Twitter a lot more lately too, because Twitter has been a wild mess. So if you have any like video ideas or things you ever want to tweet at me or like topics that you want me to discuss, let me know, because I'm making videos for myself, but I'm also making videos that you guys want to watch. So symbiotic. If you got ideas or if you got things you want me to talk about, let me know. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you are having a good day. I hope you're having a good week. Take your vitamins, get enough sleep, go get a drink of water, hydrate yourself, and I will see you guys next week.